Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The Ravens at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Jackson on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Rodgers now to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. On the sneak, Rodgers. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Rodgers with a keeper. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. A give running right, Gibson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, come on.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got him in, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Finding space at the 40. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Past the 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Allen Lazard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. kicker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, 626.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Slot man moves right. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. He's got this to Pickens. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 35 on second down, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football. While we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn. And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first-half lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Play action. Now Jackson steps away. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Tucker's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
A give to Gibson running right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Gibson on the read option.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And down to the 42-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run with Gibson. And some room to work. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far. But 2nd and 13 here. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Jackson now. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll find Bateman once more. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
DC, man.
Again, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Throwing on second and long. Jackson rolling to his left. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
5 yards remain on second down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, here's Gibson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Rodgers throwing here. He finds Austin complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers completes it, and the ball is knocked out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete to Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the 22, Rodgers. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.